Very jolly good afternoon to you from an extremely inclement and rainy London, central London, to be quite precise. Covent Garden. Where would you go in London when it's pouring with rain, which it frequently is, but not quite so much so in the middle of summer or the beginning of summer as it is right now, but it certainly feels more like early spring or mid-spring and April showers and all that sort of stuff. But here I am and decided to take refuge from a nice little walk around the West End of London and hide here in Covent Garden just for a while. If you've not been to Covent Garden before, as you can see, there are people huddling under there. It's absolutely chucking it down now. And St Paul's Church, incidentally, that is. And people huddling everywhere. The ones come out of work for a vape or where you're not allowed to smoke or vape. So yeah, let's have a little look around Covent Garden, see what's happening today. There's some street entertainers up the very end, the other end, which they always are, or nearly always are. This is the Apple Market, which has got a market in the middle of it. Can't see any apples, mind you. It's other sorts of stuff, touristy stuff, and what would you call it? Handmade crafts, all that kind of thing. Quite interesting if you're into all that sort of stuff. And there's some very high-end shops here. There's Whittard's there, one or two others, similar kind of places that will alleviate you of your cash. Strathberry, I've heard of that one as well. So let's have a little look around, see what's occurring in here this morning. This cafe restaurant here, just straight ahead of me, does nice hot dogs and burgers and stuff. They are actually very nice. They also have quite a reasonable price tag on them too. But they are worth a go if you don't mind spending a few bob. Oh, they are very noisy up the end there. I presume that's coming through on the camera. Let's go and see what they're doing up there. There's no copyright music being played, so I should be okay. Looks like Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Right, let's finish this off. Could I borrow you just for 1 minute, just to help me use my name for the last minute? I know you've been watching all the danger and you'll keep me alive. Make it feel welcome, everybody. Let's start first. There we go, sir. That's your spot there. You're only in the last 2 minutes. Could I also use you, sir? I know you've been here since the beginning. Make it feel welcome, everyone. Right, there we go. Lads, I picked you.
Certainly gathering a crowd. I presume a collection cap will come round at some point for donations. I wonder if you can pay by card, since not many people are carrying cash around these days. I imagine you probably can. Artisan crafts was the words I was trying to think of earlier on. It's very loud. Wow. There's a Starbucks just over there, but believe you me, there are a lot of much better coffee shops than Starbucks. In fact, that's pretty much par for the course no matter wherever you go to, unless possibly it's the only option in a railway station or an airport, somewhere like that. But when you come to nice parts of cities, more or less anywhere in the world, there's always a better option than Starbucks. And usually cheaper too. Places to pick up a few little snacks or some soap. I always think the soaps in these places always look so edible. Quite often they're made to look like food in one description or another. But they wouldn't taste very nice, obviously. Let's just go over to the Jubilee Market. There's a lot of people in here today. Well, there always is a lot of people in here, but more so today, I think, considering it's a Wednesday, middle of the week. A lot of people about because it's pouring with rain. It's as simple as that. What we got there? Frankfurters. Ooh, a bit of currywurst, that would be nice. Like many of the original markets in London, they're not really markets anymore. They're just places where markets used to be, and now they're selling other stuff other than fruit or other produce. Handmade pens, that sounds interesting. I lose so many pens, it probably wouldn't be worth me getting a handmade one, because I'll be absolutely fed up that I've gone and lost it. Get through a box of big pens in about a week. Yeah, it's a bit of a mixture in here. The other part, the Apple market, is got sort of more high-end stores. This is a bit more, not quite the same as Camden Market, but a little bit along those lines. If you've been to Camden Market, you will know what I mean. Interesting t-shirts here. I hate morning people, and mornings and people. My kids made me bald, tired and broke, and bought me this crappy t-shirt and made me wear it. Interesting. I like t-shirts like that. Avoid Euronet ATMs. They'll rob you. Can't help myself saying that. Right up there with litter. Have to be given a mention every time they're seen. So we've just come out onto Tavistock Street. Still pouring with rain, and Southampton Street just there. Down to the river, the Strand and the River Thames to the left, and Charing Cross, Covent Garden, Piazza back to the right, and the London Transport Museum, if you are interested in that kind of stuff. But it is very, very interesting actually, so well worth a visit if you're into old forms of public transport. I'm just going to head back round this way because it is still absolutely pouring down. Rest of my day, I'm going to head to Blackfriars and then jump on a train from there, and I've got another hour or so before I need to get there, and it's probably about a 30-minute walk, so I'm going to stay in the relative safety and sanctuary of Covent Garden, and I'll grab myself a coffee and something to eat in a minute. Welcome to England in the summer. Don't forget your brolly. They're not trying to do it quietly, are they? I'm going to go to the lower courtyards. I think that's what they're called. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, lower courtyards. There's an idea of the sort of places, including toilets. Don't know if you have to pay for them. But, the crusting pipe. Sure, I've got a witty comeback for that, but I'm not going to say it. Floozy, stuffed cookies. Well, isn't it for lunch specials to have a kind of a price next to them? Possibly tells you all you need to know. Although I have to say, walking through this little bit, the smell of the food coming out of said cafe or restaurant is spectacular. It smells absolutely delightful. We're at the crusting pipe. Crusting pipe and wine bar. Oh, some more street entertainers. Be careful that doesn't set off YouTube's copyright. Monsters. Oh, he's stopped now anyway. The singing has certainly got a set of lungs on him. Very nice voice indeed. But had to come away from there. You can probably still hear him just about in the background, but that was certainly going to get YouTube excited with copyright. Right, so back to the St Paul's Church and the Piazza, I think they call this area. Fairly sure this is the Piazza. Let's make my way over into the dry sanctuary underneath there. Okay, from an extremely soggy, wet and frankly miserable central London here at Covent Garden, I'm going to sign off for this one. Just a little short one today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click the like button and subscribe, yellow bell, all that kind of stuff, you know the drill. I'll be back with some more walks around Hertfordshire and Bedfordshire soon, and some walks from further afield. I've got a few trips in Europe coming up, so there'll be some new content from there as well. In the meantime, thank you for watching. I'm going to find somewhere dry, head back to Blackfriars and get on a train, and hope when I get to the other end it's not still raining. So thanks again, cheers, catch you in the next one. Goodbye for now, bye bye.